Good boy. Right, let's get you. Come on. People don't want to look at your bottom. Oh, pardon. Here you go. Hi, everybody. It's Cat Chat Tuesday again, and the last one, as Bev has said, the last one of 2025. Hungry boy here. So, I've got a question. I have rescued a calico cat. She's a year and 6 months old, so a year and a half, and she's aggressive. How do we tame her aggressiveness behaviour? And worse still, she bites my leg or arm. Now, the thing is, you don't know what her history is. If she hasn't had maternal habituation, which means that she hasn't lived with a mum cat for a long time, then she's perhaps not learned her manners really from a mum cat. So the best thing you can do is make sure that you're always playing with her with wands. So try and have regular play times, because it sounds like it's predatory aggression. So let me just grab my wand. So something like this and other toys. Oh, no, Hugo, we don't want to cancel everybody. That's really going to help. If you go on to some of my pages, and certainly on the cats.com courses, I've done a video how to deal with aggression. So take a look at that. Bev, can you put the link in, please, for the courses for cats.com? It's free. And there's everything on there, from how to deal with aggression, how to trim claws, clean cats' teeth, how to play with them properly. Be sure as well that when you're playing with your cat, if you know that she's prone to being aggressive, that you keep your play appropriate. So always end with a win. Don't just get a laser and be aiming it around the room everywhere. Make sure that she's got something that she can sink her teeth into and sort of manipulate a little bit as well. That would be really, really good. Hi, Tommy in Poland. Oh gosh, well, I'll be coming to see you in Poland next week. Well, not coming to see you personally, but you never know. I'm off to the mountains in Poland and really looking forward to see some snow and some local Polish hospitality as well, hopefully. So, where is everybody from? And I know that there's some secret watchers, so I'm going to ask you something that maybe you will feel inclined to join in with. Can you tell me where you're watching from? And also, if you don't want to say that, tell me how many cats you've got. And if you like, tell me their names too, and I'll give them a shout out, because, have a good range on Instagram too. Oh, that's right. Yeah, those are my courses on Instagram. Sorry, I forgot about that. Bev is, of course, moderating, and she's like the puppeteer, and I'm just the puppet on here. So she really keeps me in check and does all the behind the scenes work there to send over all the links for me. So thank you for that, Bev. So I was thinking about, whilst you're waiting to type in where you're from, how many cats you've got, I was thinking about, what are we coming up to the holidays? Christmas, if you celebrate Christmas. What are you thinking of getting your cat as a gift? Have you already got them a gift? Because there's so many different things that appeal to us as humans when we go into the shops, but are they always good for the cats? So tell me what you're going to be buying for your cats. Kerry, hi there. Whenever I go on the courses page and sign up, it says, "Ooh, access denied." I've emailed in about it, but there's no reply. Okay, I will flag that one up, Kerry. I know there was a different. Try the link that Bev has just put in, just to see if that one works, because I know that there was a different link. We were putting the wrong link in before. I think I think you only have to sign up and put your email address in, that's all. And I don't know whether you have to start through or whether you can just pick individual courses. I'm not sure, but I certainly will flag that one up with cats.com. In fact, they will probably watch this back and pick it up anyway, but that's really useful to know, because we want you to watch these courses because they're really, really informative. I'm going to watch them as well, because there's different vets that are doing certain talks as well. So okay. Oh, Bev, you're getting some licky mats from the Wildcat Co. and some fun new treats. Oh, the Wildcat Co. did an advent calendar. Did you see that? It looked absolutely amazing. They look like handmade chocolates. Well, in fact, they are handmade. For anybody who didn't know about the Wildcat Co, they are. It's all natural treats, freeze dried treats for cats, high protein. They're really, really good quality, and they're very artisan here in the UK. So, okay, so you been able to get on the courses, Bev? I know I can, no problem at all. Um, so who else is watching? We've got quite a few people watching, but not a lot of people telling me where they're from. Come on, join in the chat. You're from the USA. You've got three cats here: Ollie, Rosie, and Jumper. What a great name! I'm just leaning in because I haven't got my glasses on and I didn't want to get that wrong. And the cat was called Juniper or something. So your question is, why does my cat tear up paper grocery bags? Thank you. Well, cardboard and paper bags are scent neutral, and cats are very attracted to the texture, the sound, obviously the smell. And I don't know whether if you've ever encouraged them to actually go into a paper bag, it's a great playtime for them. So I think your cat has probably got good memory about playing with bags, and certainly it's not a problem. It's a predatory thing. They're foraging, they're biting, they're chewing, and very often I'll suggest to clients, if they've got aggressive cats, and this might be useful for the lady further up as well, that use cardboard, use foragers. You don't have to spend a fortune and go and buy foraging mats or anything. One lady did, and it's on my TikTok channel actually. She did an amazing forage mat made just out of recycled cardboard, and it was so good. And because it's scent neutral, you can then go and permeate that with scent of your choice. So I've got some ideas here of different choices of olfactory stimulation for your cats. Now, don't always think, oh, cats like catnip. You know what, catnip, it's a little bit last year, and not every cat is affected by I can never say this, the napitolactone, I think I've said it right, that's in there. I think there's about quite a high percentage, 40% of cats that don't get affected by it. They haven't got the gene in them that makes them stimulated by catnip. So there's lots of other cat attractants that you can use. Now, over in the US, there's a company called Space Kitty Express, if you haven't found them. Now, I'm not affiliated with these in any way. I'm just thinking about things that I can get you to get your cats for Christmas. All different ones. These are catnip alternatives. So we've got Ceterian honeysuckle, lovely golden colour. There is silvervine, valerian root, and lemongrass. How about that? Now, each one of these, and that's your silvervine leaf, and there's loads more. And each one of these will have a different reaction with your cat, but they're cat attractants, but they're all calming. So how about sprinkling some of those in your cardboard, in any of their toys, pop them in a Tupperware or plastic box. I'm showing my age, aren't I? Tupperware. I always say Tupperware. Plastic box, a crate, whatever. Get that to permeate, and they're going to have a great time. Hugo's sitting down here, and he's on a horizontal wave scratch board, and I even sprinkle some of that in there as well. So think laterally when it comes to cat attractants. Don't just think about catnip. And also in a multi-cat home, always be wary about giving catnip as well, because it can stimulate them that much and then they become aggressive, and that's where problems can happen. So I'm not a huge advocate really of catnip. It depends if you've got a single cat home, or how the cats are affected by them. So hopefully that answers your question there. Kerry really wants to watch them. You don't have a cat at the moment, but I want to educate myself before getting a new cat. You're from Devon. Oh, fantastic. Lovely part of the world. Is it in Devon where they put with the the scones, they put the cream on first and then the jam, or is it the other way around? I'm never really sure between Cornwall and Devon. No, that's brilliant. Education is key because there's so many things that you can learn that I just take for granted. But then sometimes somebody will tell me something, I'll think, "Oh, I didn't know that either." So every day's school day when you have cats because you're always learning. But the more knowledge you can get now, you're going to set yourself up for success. So that's absolutely brilliant. Um, what if your cat has got bad habits that you want to break? Clean May is a year and a half. What are the habits then? Tell me what the habits are. Because cats don't have bad habits, you know. Cats just have a bad environment that they react to. So if you flip it round and think the cats are instinctual creatures, so they're just being cats. So you just, I mean, you can perhaps train them out of their behaviors. So if you've got a cat that's jumping up onto the work surface, for example, and you class that as a bad habit, the cat is jumping up on there because they like elevated perches and they feel safe and they can look around. And very often they like being close and eye level with you. If there's food being prepared on there, then obviously it's the smells that they're attracted to. So you encourage them down. I mean, I'm going off at a tangent here, but just tell me what the problem is, and then hopefully I can give you more help. Um, oh, the courses were working when you tried. Oh, but earlier they were funny. Okay, then maybe it's okay. Cleo May. Oh, Cleo May is your cat. That's a really nice name. Cream first in Devon, as it should be. So for anyone, obviously you're watching out of the UK, we have a traditional cream tea, and it's a scone. I think you call them biscuits in the States, but it's a sweet scone, a biscuit with sultanas in, or it can be plain. And as I've just been told here by Kerry, it is cream on and then jam, and then you eat them in halves, and they're absolutely delicious. But there's a school of thought that in another part of the country that it's actually jam first and then cream. So they both taste as good, but there you go. Kerry's just told me exactly how it should be. Jerry, hi there from Arizona. You've got siblings, Jasper and Maisie. They're 2-year old and they're getting some interactive toys. Would love to be able to keep them from scratching furniture, pouring at cabinets or opening drawers. Oh, Oh, I see. Sorry, that I'm see. I've not got my eyes in. Pouring at cabinets or drawers is the problem that you want to stop your cat doing. Right. Okay. So let's have a look at Jerry's question first. Then, you'd love. They're getting interactive toys because you'd like to be able to keep them from scratching furniture. I think you have to look at the why. Why are they scratching furniture in the first place? Sometimes cats will scratch because they're attention seeking. They've learned previously that when they scratch, it gets your attention. Now, whether it's good attention or bad attention, your cat doesn't mind. The fact is that your cat's got your attention. So, one thing that you can do there is when they do that, ignore them, walk out of the room. But prevention is always key here. So, if you can get some anti scratch tape that you can put on your furniture as well, which is really, really sticky, but it does work. As well as that, you can make sure that you've got really good, robust scratch posts. You can actually try moving them closer to the area that they wanted to scratch. Cats will actually scratch and stretch just after they've woken up for a sleep or when they're greeting you. So it's a good idea to have these facilities where they can scratch in those sort of areas or zones. And also their scent will be on the furniture as well, so you really will need an odor eliminator on the furniture first to get rid of their scent that they deposit from their interdigital glands in their paws. So when cats stretch, if you've only got a little scratch pole and you haven't got it bigger than the cat, they can't get that full body stretch. So that's sometimes why inadequate scratching facilities will mean that your cat will go on to scratch other places where they can get a good scratch, so and stretch. So sometimes again it's you haven't got the right facilities for the cat, so upgrading your scratch post or getting a cat tree, and also think about horizontal scratches as well as then preventative, using the deodorizer and the anti-scratch tape as well. Those are, it's like a combined thing, but also make sure that you're playing with your cat plenty so that they're not doing it to get your attention because they're feeling bored. I hope that helps. And again, there's lots of information if you go on my own Instagram or YouTube or Facebook, TikTok. There's loads, and I think there's a playlist just for scratching on there as well. And then there's a course on claw maintenance, how to trim the claws, on thecats.com. So hopefully that's helped. Right. So the question was, how can you untrain or stop a cat pouring at cabinets or opening drawers? I think your cat is obviously curious because they want to see what is in the drawers. I think it's possibly doing it for attention seeking. So everything that I've just been talking about earlier, I think it's try and increase the enrichment in the home. And I know I talk about this a lot, and it sounds, oh, that old chestnut again, play with your cats more, do more. But it really will help solve problem behavior, because if a cat is bored, because they're naturally inquisitive, curious creatures, they are they're going to be looking for their own entertainment, and that's when problems will actually start to arise. It doesn't have to be expensive. You could just think about rotating your toys every day. And I've suggested to people before now, get those plastic tubs, pop your toys in, put a label for the day of the week, and have 7 of those, and just bring out those toys every day. You've only got to literally plan it once, and then they've got fresh toys every day, because they're like toddlers and they get bored really easy. Sometimes when I go into homes and the cat toys are everywhere, and the cat parents are so proud because they've got all these toys all around the room, but actually that's not what the cat wants. So the cat wants to go and hunt and find the toys. And yet interactive toys are really, really good, but don't just rely on the interactive toys and think that's going to solve all your problem. You need to have a wide variety of toys: interactive toys, sensory enrichment toys, hiding toys. So there's lots of different things that you can do, but luckily for you, there's lots of different tips and videos that there is out there as well. Um, Especially at 3 and 4 in the morning. Yeah, well, that is because cats are not nocturnal. They are crepuscular, which means they are more active at dusk and dawn. That's when their body rhythm tells them to wake up and be active, because that's when their prey is active. So setting up something like a timed feeder, they do big 6 compartment ones, and setting one of those up and putting different treats in there, not necessarily food, don't treat it as a food dispenser, put different things in there. You could cut up a licky mat and put that in there. You could put a little soft mouse in there with some of the olfactory stimulation that I mentioned earlier, and just make it so that the timer goes off at 3, timer goes off at 4 and 5, or every half an hour. You could put a little matatabi stick in one as well. So different things that the cat then is going to start to focus on. That time feeder is going to go off. One of these little, I love these. Has anyone got these? These little they're like well, they are rubber balls, but because they're not circular, they just have a mind of their own, and they go bouncing everywhere. And we call these tizzits, because Noodle absolutely loved it, and we used to go, where is it? Where's your tizzit? So he thinks these are tizzits, and he goes crazy for them. So one of those. I mean, obviously, then the cat will bat it around. So it's things like that. So Kerry said, I wish pet products were regulated somehow, as so much inappropriate stuff wasn't available in the first place. Totally agree with you, Kerry, because it's like you go into some of these pet stores, and my biggest bugbear is And don't get me wrong, they look beautiful, but they're trying to turn it into some sort of baby creche. They've got all lovely pink fluffy ones, blue fluffy ones for kittens, and they're no good for kittens at all. They just look nice. So a new cat parent is going to go and walk in there and think, "Oh, that's for my baby. That's my fur baby," and they're going to buy them, and they're going to be absolutely useless. So I think if you can think rustically, organically, what sort of thing is going to be most like prey that the cat is going to be attracted to? The cat doesn't care about fluffy blue pom-poms. It wants to have something that's going to encourage it to play, that's going to simulate prey. And that's why cardboard, homemade snuffle mats and things are going to be so just as good. I mean, this one, I bring it out probably most times. Toilet roll, cut some holes in it, pop some treats in. That is the same as you. I'm just seeing if I've got one out. I haven't. That is the same as you buying one of those treat dispensers. But you know what? Just tape up the side or just fold it in. You can see I've actually sprayed it with something there as well, probably Pet Remedy. And then the cat can just go and find them and knock them around. Um, Descenting spray, thank you. So you want the cleaning video. I don't know, Bev, if you can put it on there. I know it's on my YouTube, but it's pinned on my TikTok account, and it's the Ideal 365. I've forgotten where you said you were now. But I think it's Odeside in the States. So Joey's got they've got a 6 foot pole anchored to the wall, 3 foot away from the sofa. I will try the tape and de-scenting spray. Yeah, good idea. Do the scenting spray, you dilute it 50% with water, and do a small area first just so it doesn't turn your sofa purple or something. I've never known it do that, but Bev, what are you adding to the boys' Christmas list? I've just given you loads of ideas. It was lovely listening to you. It was lovely listening to you today, but it's snowing here on the East Coast and time to start. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, happy shoveling and do pop back for the catch up. So it's the same for anybody. If you can't watch now, welcome to watch on catch up, and I will. Oh, the Tizzits, and I will answer any questions as well, because I'm aware, obviously, it is 8 o'clock in the evening UK time. It's probably 1 o'clock US time. And if various people are around the place, you perhaps don't want to sit and then listen to me on your lunch break, but you can on catch up. So please all give me a like before you disappear, and then come back and talk to me later. Well, I won't be here, but the conversation will still be going, and I'll pop back in and see if anybody's got any messages. But yeah, we're talking about it's 6:30 UK. Oh, have I been talking for half an hour already? Well, 20 minutes, Bev. 6:20. I thought, gosh, I have rambled on. I was thinking, I was going to talk about safety in the home, um, with the holidays and everything. Did I say 8? Oh gosh. I'm losing the plot, aren't I? Sorry, 6. I think, and I think you've lost the plot, and it's me that's lost the plot. I'm on a different time zone, obviously. I'm on Polish time already, and a bit. Yeah, thinking about safety in the home, because if you decorate the home, then you're going to have lots of tinsel and maybe wrapping strings and things. And every year, cats will end up at the veterinary ER because they've chewed them, because it feels sparkly, it's interesting, they want to chew it and they can't digest it. So always think safety first when it comes to your decorations and things like that in the home. Then there's the more obvious ones. Well, I'm saying they're obvious, but if you are a new cat parent, you won't know this. So I'm going to go over old ground again. So the Easter lilies, any form of the lily family, is extremely toxic for cats. So, and it's not, people used to say, oh, you cut the stamens out and they're absolutely fine. No, they're not. The whole plant is extremely toxic for cats. And if you've got one of those in your house, you shouldn't have a cat. So my rule is that no flowers come into my house at all. So yeah, don't please, and pass that message on to anybody. Don't have lilies in the home when you've got a cat. Christmas tree water. If you've got a real Christmas tree, then the Christmas tree water is really toxic. Um, and if cats are going to drink and they're putting their head in the water, it's things like that. Chocolate is toxic. And then you've got onions, garlic, so things that you're going to be cooking. If you're cooking your chicken or your turkey in garlic, then you certainly won't be wanting to give it to your cat. So you want to make sure, if you want to have a little dinner for your cat or cats, cook or poach a chicken breast separately away from yours. You don't want any seasoning in it whatsoever. And then I've said chocolates. There's so many things about Christmas. I've done a Christmas A to Z on my TikTok. It's from, I think, 2 years ago, but the message is still there. All the different things that you need to be wary of. If you've got people coming into the home and you've got indoor cats, get yourself a sign saying do not let the cat out, because they'll, people don't shut doors if they've not got an indoor cat. Um, your cat won't cover his poops in the box, Patrick. Okay. Patrick, can you just tell me what type of litter you're using? That would be helpful, because if you are using a really granular litter that isn't clumping and it isn't soft substrate, they're less likely to bury. But I'll wait for you to tell me. Um, Happiness is fur people sharing their unique love. Well done, Cat's Channel from Alberta, Canada. Oh, that's absolutely lovely. That's a lovely comment. Yeah, it is really good that they put this on every month for you guys, and that's something that they arrange, and they do. It's like all the courses that they've done. They want to create a fantastic community of cat parents where knowledge is readily available, and you don't have to pay for it. And yeah, so and it's science based knowledge as well, credible knowledge, because there's a lot of fake news out there, isn't there? It's an unregulated industry. Behaviorists, anyone can call themselves a behaviorist. They can read a book from on there and go, oh, I'm a cat behaviorist now. And it doesn't quite work like that, but unfortunately it's an unprotected title, just like a vet nurse is. So you could think, okay, I've put a few claws, I'll call myself a vet nurse now. So, well, hopefully that will change in years to come. So yeah, well, email cats.com channel and tell them how good you think their course is and how good these sessions are, because I love doing them. And we haven't had any regulars, I don't think, this month, because normally we get them, and you get to know the names, and Bev's really good at remembering all the names as well. Your cat's broke down. Your cat likes when I roll the water bottle caps on the floor. She chases that like prey. Well, there you go. I mean, that's free, isn't it? You just she's chasing them. It's things that are moving. That's what cats are attracted to. So very often people will say, well, I've got cat toys and my cats don't play. The cats don't play at all. All cats will have a prey urge. It's just you've got to tap into what your particular cat likes. And that's the hard part. Some cats are more attracted by things moving slowly on the ground. Others like more aerial prey play. So ones around here, others like being dragged on the floor, others like hide and seek. You just have to find out what floats your cat's boat. And some cats like water play as well. So the thing with the bottle tops, you could float those on water, and then your cat would pop some treats in. Your cat would love that. And I know Bev does that with her cats as well. Um, Tidy cats. Oh, okay, that's the. I'm not familiar with what tidy cat litter. Patrick, can you tell me what type of substrate it is? Is it wood? Is it paper? Is it silica? What is it? What is it like? Is it clay? Is it clumping? That'll give me an idea. But generally, if you want to encourage, excuse me, if you want to encourage your cat to bury their waste, then really you need to have your litter about 7 to 10 centimeters deep and make it a really soft, plumping substrate, because cats are, their descendants were from the desert, so their whole environment was a toilet. In fact, it was sand. So that's what they would do. They would bury in sand and then cover their waste up to cover their tracks, literally. So cats actually prefer a sandy substrate innately. So very often when people are giving silica or hard granule or wood pellets or paper pellets, they can't bury because I just see a meagre scattering. And even if you did put that much in of this sort of litter, it's still going to be uncomfortable for the cat to bury, and it's not going to feel like sand. And they probably don't want to dig. They probably want to get out of there as quick as possible because it's painful on the paws. Um, oh, you're welcome, Patrick. I hope that's helped. So just look for something. I think um, now I've got a client in Canada, and I think she was using Dr. Elsie's. I think that's available, and Tigerino, actually, I think that's Canadian, and I might be wrong, but and maybe Van Cat have a Canada one as well. But you certainly want bentonite. That's what you want, a bentonite clumping, soft clumping litter. You can't get the links from cleaning products on TikTok or YouTube. I'm just trying to get a link on your page as it's pinned. Oh, thank you, Bev. There you go. It's the third. So for anybody who wants the cleaning video, and this is relating to descenting any area that your cat's marking with chlorine, and this is great for carpet too, because you can put it in a carpet shampoo machine. Yeah, it's the third pinned video on the TikTok account. So far, we haven't had many people that are actually getting their cats presents for the holidays. Um, I use Arm& Hammer Cloud Control, and she likes that. She digs. It's clay clumping, no fragrance. Love that. Sometimes she covers it and sometimes not. It's fine, no matter. That's I've not again. Different brands around the country, around the world. You just want to be looking for something that is really soft and clumping, and like Broke Down said, no fragrance if possible. Cats prefer that. And if you can provide them with facilities that are going to feel innately that they're going to be drawn to, then generally they're going to use them, because cats don't do anything by accident, and they certainly don't go and poop or pee somewhere just to be malicious. They're doing it because the toileting facilities aren't how they really want them to be. So that's that's brilliant. So she digs in it. That clay clumping. Yeah, bentonite, clay clumping. Again, I think clay is a little bit heavier. But if your cat likes it, then great. You haven't got a problem. So, and the other thing I was thinking about as well is we buy what we think is great for our cats for the holidays, for Christmas. But what about buying something that is going to be, save you money, and buy something that's going to be really, really practical? A new litter tray, a new scratch post, some new bowls, or buy something practical for your cats, as well as something fun. Or if you've only got, money to buy what they really need, put it towards vet visits or put it towards a health check, something like that. Look at dog toys, because these are so much cheaper than cat toys. I don't know whether I've showed that before. I call it a bandage ball. I'm sure it's called a snuffle ball or something. Get this on Amazon. You basically get your treat. Let me get a treat. You watch as if by magic a Hugo will appear. Um, Oh yeah, he's coming. So get your treats, put your treats in there, and then roll it up all over there, and put it in there, and then give it to them on the floor. And you could do that with a few of those and just let them dig it out. There we go. I think Goose might get a van. Oh, Bev, guess what I bought today? Bear with me. I just need to show you. Oh, this this is a shameless plug because it is so good. Um, this is the Van Cat Tree cat post, and they absolutely love it. And I'll just sit it here. It's really heavy, um, and it's the perfect cat house, and it sort of fits anywhere in the home, and they sit on the top. Um, yeah, so I got one. I'm really pleased with that. Oh, and it came with a free cat toy as well. There you go, cute little cat toy. So that's got texture, the sisal. It's got feather texture, a little bell for the sound, and obviously you can make it move either on the floor or in the air. And because it's on elastic, it's going to be a little bit erratic as well. So, Paul Freeds, hello Amanda. We lost Timber yesterday. She took her last breath. Oh, had her for 17 years. We have her sister Lucy, 5 years old. Oh, sending you lots of love. I'm not going to go into things. Bev can type you a message on here. But yeah, I do feel exactly. I know how you're feeling. Let's put it like that. Bev can fill you all in the message. Um, yeah, sending lots of love to you. It's a horrible time, and thank you for sharing that. And I hope you're okay, and I hope your other cat Lucy is fine too. Um, I just bought a folding stairs thing so she can look out the window without having to jump. I've seen those, they're really good. The cat stairs, they're absolutely brilliant without having to jump onto the new heat AC unit, which seemingly hates or doesn't want to jump up that far. Yeah, that's right. Especially as cats, I always think if you're making them jump, don't provide them with little steps and shelves and things, make their life a little bit easier for them. Oh, I've just got a noodle that's come here to say hello. And guess what? He's playing with that snuffle ball and he's now got it out and he's eating the treat. Um, yeah, it is lovely. So they do that tree in grey or cream. I think it was about £40-ish. Put a link on Bev uh to the Van Cat for that because it is really good. You're welcome, Paul. Um, yeah, love the cat post, Elaine. Yeah, it's amazing. I actually took a picture of. I'll show you on my phone. I think I was going to post it. Maybe I did post it. I can't remember. I literally took this um, today in my kitchen. Can you see that? That is how Esker. I literally put it. I put it all together, and then put Esker on there. Sorry, put it in the kitchen. And that is where Esker stayed, perched like that for about 20 minutes. He was claiming that as his own. They love it. And yeah, our Bev's just all updated, John. Now I'm not going to read it because yeah, I've had a bit of a wobble today. And if anyone's seen my post, you'll know. But anyway, moving swiftly on, I thought I'd show you this as well. So can anyone guess what that is? It's not something that is rated over 18s either. So tell me what you think that is. And I'll tell you because I was talking about cat safety. If you've got guests in the home and you want to open your windows, then just sticking one of these on. They normally come with um, a glue patch on, and you can open your windows. So with those, for those people who are lucky enough to have warm weather, you can open your windows. And yes, broke down, you could use these on your cupboards as well. Having said that, I think probably these are quite complicated. I never really worked them out. Put that you have to Oh gosh, it'd take you ages to open your cupboard. You have to press that in, lift that up, and then it comes off. But yeah, I've got them on my windows. I had them on the windows with Pudding in Sydney, who aren't here anymore. But I went over to see them the other day, and they are so settled in the new home. So now it's just two boys in here now. So yeah, getting an empty house. Um, or she's with your mom. You lost your mom 5 years ago today, so she's with her. Do you know what? Do you know, I don't think I'm probably in the right sort of frame of mind to answer this. I think I'll probably talk about that another time. But yeah, I really do hope that that is the case. And I like to think of similar things as well. And one of my neighbours actually, her cat gave birth on the day on that day. And two of the little kittens didn't make it either, and they lost their angel wing. They got their angel wings, and but one did survive. And I went over to see her, and it was the tiniest, tiniest little kitten. I think it was premature. And if she's watching this or she's watching it on catch up, hello, you know who you are. And yeah, we just helped feed this little baby, and fingers crossed 2 days in, it's still doing really, really well. You did think they were kitty handcuffs at first. I did say that they were not 18 plus, these, so Um, broke down. I was fostering the two. No, those are my son's cats. So if you've been onto my other videos, Cat Chat Tuesdays, and you've seen Pudding in Sydney, those are my son's cats while he was living with me. And then he's got his house now with his beautiful partner. And yeah, so the girls went to live there, and they're really, really happy. I think it's taken, mischief. It's taken Sid a lot longer to settle down than it was Pudding. But I went over to see them a few days ago because I literally want to go and see them every week. And I'm not bothered if the humans are there, as long as I've got a key to the house so I can go and see the girls. And yeah, and they just jump up on me straight away, and it's so lovely to see them. And they're doing really well. Hugo's after the ball. Are you going to come up and say hello, Hugo? Come on. I'll encourage him with a treat. Another thing, what people can get. Yeah, the communication buttons. They're really good. So I'm still training Hugo on the communication buttons. So far, he's learned two, and they both relate to food. um, why did they draw down Gale? I don't understand that. Sorry, Patrick. Why did they draw down to jail? Don't pass go, don't collect. I know that's about Monopoly, but I don't understand that. I love that video of the girl gang. Can't remember. Come on, you go. Which one was that, Bev? Was it Hugo's waving? Because I taught Hugo to wave, and I'm going to do a video on this on how to train your cats as well. Because come here, Hugo will he'll do high five, he'll do shake a paw, he'll do wave. I've said wave, he'll do wave, play dead. So I love training him different things. So, and obviously it always has to be it always has to have a food a food reward for him. Patrick, I saw the kitty cuffs trying to make a bad joke. Oh, I see. I'm with you now. I understand what you mean. I've pids and sud. I promise I have not had a gin and tonic already. It is just water in that container. Yeah, I love that. I get it now totally, Patrick. I love that humour. That's brilliant. So that was it. That's the stick gone from you. You're a greedy boy tonight. So I've got some dates for your diary. 6th of January is the next Cat Chat Tuesday. And then in February, I thought we'd go for the 10th of Feb because we'll be feeling a little bit loved up then, won't we? And we'll be talking how cats show their love for us, how we show our love for them. Hello from the USA. Hi, John. Thank you for joining us today. Or you're probably in the afternoon, I guess. So that's the February one. I have to think of some topics. So if you've got some ideas that you think I should cover in January, because that's always a funny month, really, isn't it? To what to talk about, because we're always feeling a bit miserable, aren't we, in January, because we look forward to the festive holidays and then January comes and it's like, well, and the weather's gloomy. Gosh, I'm sounding depressing, aren't I? I need to stop it. Let me get these little kitty cuffs out again. um, what else did I? Oh, something else. No, again, this is it's user friendly. Yeah. So maybe you could start clicker training as well, because that's something else I'm doing on the videos. So, John, you've got 57 wild feral cats I'm feeding. I've gotten all of them spayed and neutered and rabies vaccinated. You are a hero. John, you absolutely are. 57 feral cats. Gosh, they would go on to produce hundreds and hundreds of more cats. And then the feral colony would just get even bigger. So that's amazing. 57. Gosh, do they all come running to you when you go up and you give them food? Do they approach you and come for food like some of those adverts? There was a lady in America. I think she used to be a celebrity and or an actress or something like that. Then she just gave it all up and just rescues cats. And she's got quite a big ranch property, and she just has cats everywhere. And you know what? They all seem to get on. Broke down. How about talking about cats finicky about food? I love today, but tomorrow it's a kind of no. I know what you mean. You think that would be a good thing. I'll put that down on my list. Um, so we'll talk about finicky food. So has anybody got any other ideas that you want me to cover for you in January? You can always add this if you're watching it on catch up. You can always put ideas. Yeah, Elaine's just said, amazing, John. Thank you for all. Feral cats do get neglected, don't they? I mean, yeah, that's another thing. Um, no, it wasn't Bridget Bardot. She's still alive now, this lady is. Um, I can't think what her name is. Um, any other ideas? I blow my horn and they all come running to me. Oh, that's so lovely. Oh, John, you've got to video that and yeah, post that video onto my TikTok or something, because you can link a photo in there or a video. I'd love to see that. Um, that's amazing. Separation anxiety, Kerry. Love that. Um, so I'm writing it down. I shall cover it. I've just actually written a paper on stress, trauma, and anxiety in cats, which are three very different things. And obviously, anxiety, separation anxiety. Won't talk about it now because then I'll have nothing to talk about in January. But it's a really, it's a definite thing. I get separation anxiety when I leave my cats. Never mind the cats getting it. But if anyone's got a finicky food, you want the finicky food as well, Elaine. That's brilliant. It is so expensive. I mean, I'll just what tends to happen if there isn't batch consistency in some food manufacturers. They'll produce it one month using a certain ratio of ingredients, and then they may not get the same quality the next week or the next batch, and that's why your cats suddenly like it and then they go off it because it's changed a little bit. Multi-cat households and playing or not playing. Well, that's Goose and Vesper. So I think, oh, I was going to say in January, we'll have to do a live, Bev, because Bev's coming to see me in January. And I think we'll do a live for maybe the Cat Show Live. We'll do a live for them and we can cover that then. So you can be in my office and have your own chair here, or we could both be on one screen and you'd have your moderator and the speaker in one thing. That would be brilliant. So we'll save. Yeah, I did remember about that, Bev. So you're not getting away with that. So that's happening in January. Um, so if you want to know when that is, yeah, it won't be on this one because obviously that's the 6th of January. It will be later on in January, towards the end of the month, into February. So you'll catch that on the. I think I'll just speak to the Cat Show Live team and see if we can do something on their channel for them. That would be really good. So anything else? We've got finicky food, separation anxiety. Oh, I was saying about the Echo devices. So there's something on there called Pet Buddy, a skill. So if you launch that, you can play that when you go out. I've mentioned that before, and it's really, really good to have. Your personal cat at home has got to be the pickiest cat I've owned. Yeah, it's a nightmare, isn't it, when they get play sequences? Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, I suppose it's a miserable month. How can we cheer ourselves up with our cats? What if our cats get separation anxiety, finicky food, how we can get the cats to actually enjoy the food? What about pattern games to get our cats to eat food? That'll be something else that I could talk about. So that's given me some great ideas. But if no one else has got any questions now, I think I'm going to wrap it up. You can obviously please ask any questions away because I'll be looking on here on catch up. But I want you all to have an amazing holidays, festive time, whatever you want to call it. Be safe and keep your cats really, really safe. And for all those who have lost their cats recently or may lose their cats in the foreseeable future, there is help out there, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and yeah, and there's always a safe space here to talk about things like that, that's for sure. You're so welcome. Thank you, everybody. And it's oh, man of constant sorrow, you've arrived. Wondered where you were. Um, all Tucker wants is the gravy. Oh, that's annoying. Kerry, you love these cat chats. That's amazing. Um, yeah, Bev's saying thank you for being a wonderful community in 2025. It's been a pleasure chatting with you all. It certainly has. And it is a safe space here. Yes, it goes out to the world to watch. But remember, there is no such thing as a silly question. This is how we learn. So if ever you've got a question, anybody, you're welcome to email at cats.com. For me, you can reach out to me personally. And I'm always on social media, so I can't hide from you basically. If you've got a pressing question and you can't wait until next month, then you are free. Yes, I do. It's Kitty City Cat Behaviourist, John. So yes, send them to me. I'd love to see the video of your cats all running when you toot the horn. And then if I've got the video, if that's okay with you, I can come back on in January and just literally hold my phone up and say and show people this is exactly what John was talking about with these 57 feral cats. I think that's amazing. I hope you get some help as well with donations, perhaps from other people. If not, then you're doing a great job in the community. So it's inquiries at kittycity.net. You can find it on my website. Sure, I can post it. Okay, that's brilliant. Well, that's what I'll do then, and give you a shout out for all that you're doing. Yeah, it's been a marvelous chat again. I seem to be like one of these tizzits, don't I? I just bounce from one thing to another. But there's so much to talk about, and obviously, I just want to pick up on the questions as well. I can't believe it's the festive season. I have put a few lights up there for you. Um, that is it, and I've got my little Christmas decoration cat tree there. That is it. I haven't done anything else yet. But everybody, yeah, keep those lilies away from your cats. Keep them out your house. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you all. I'll see you in the new year, 2026. So it's a meow for now, and take care.